All right, welcome everyone. We're Semblance of Sanity. I'm Caleb.
I'm Jacob.
And we're here for Great Teacher Onizuka, episode 29. All right. Yes, the
beauty contest.
Beauty contest is over.
Yeah. Yep. The people have spoken.
People have crowded up and spoken. Like,
Indeed.
This is nuts. So I think that if anything, they can end this particular little mini storyline here. They don't need to go into kind of the aftermath stuff as much because it's more
that was a nice resolution
specifically on Tomoko or Toroko, depending on which you prefer. And have it go more into the kind of the school stuff again.
Right. Yeah, I think they'll do that too. Yeah.
All right, cool. So without further ado, y'all, let's get into this. Only sing alone. Do you ever have dreams like this?
Easy love, easy come, easy go. Not often. Sometimes.
Where you're just a cool badass, like having like just the time of your life, and then
you have to go and not dreaming.
Well, no, then you have to go and chase down these crazy guys, beat them up or something like that. You know,
a lot more when I was younger.
Okay,
but yes, super powered fights all the way.
He's like,
lonely, lonely,
lonely, lonely. Lonely, lonely. Person is the only one who can make my heart hot. Love me, love me. Kiss me, kiss me. Nobody knows what means love, so do you know how love song goes on?
Ooh,
camping
trip. This is gonna be good. Oh, Babaka. Are we gonna get focused on Miyabi now? That would be awesome.
Yes. Oh my god! Battle will commence soon.
Yeah. He got under the roof. Is he gonna belly flop?
The roof.
Oh.
Dead. He's dead. Yep.
Yeah. Just a bit.
His nose was the first thing to hit the. Oh, she has kinda, yeah.
バカで単純でスケベでヤンキーでこんなのが先生
Oh, here we go.
あんなに学校嫌いだったこの私がさ
Oh, good. We're bringing this all back up. Good.
だよね
Wow. Oh.
私ね学校がこんなに面白いなんて思ったの初めてだよ
続くさあいつがいる限り
Oh my god.
随分友達増えたみたいじゃない。この裏切り者忘れたのあいつのこと2年4組にはねもう一人仲間がいたんだよ
私あの頃あんまし学校来てなかったからその辺の事情に疎くてさ
Convenient, because we don't either.
そんなに鬼塚クビにしたいんなら自分でやりゃいいでしょ
Wow.
一人じゃ何にもできないの
Oh!
無理かなお嬢だかんねあんた
Oh! Whoa! Whoa!
どんな手を使っても
Oh, here we go. Right. Here we go. This is good.
The camping trip. That's your chance. Yeah.
Ooh, okay. Fujiyoshi!
That's right.
That's right.
Okay. So they're trying to peg Onizuka as a thief?
That's a lot of money! Jeez!
それより和牛オーナー募集ってチラシ作って顔も募れば。おいおい、何考えてんだ。
Their scheme's actually. Ah! No! Onizuka!
Wow.
てめえの金じゃねえ。でもこの金さえあればあのフロッグマンも楽勝で買えんだよな。
The Frogman.
何考えてんだか俺もあのフロッグマン。
Oh. So you're going to just walk around in public with that much money in cash?
They're gonna make their move now.
Yep. But how are they going to tie this back to Onizuka?
Wow. The upside down McDonald's.
And then his bag suddenly goes missing.
Crap.
林間学校の金職員室に持ってったっきり会ってないぜ。
もしかして持ち逃げしたん
Did
じ
he
ゃ
split
ない
with the money?
まさかあいつにそんな根性ないってはい5万貸せ
あんただって分かってるでしょ
Yeah, whatever she's doing here is
Yep.
some little bit that helps them. But
Yeah.
oh my gosh.
はい集金
Oh boy.
だって G ショック買った時は確かこの中になくした
So Onizuka might take the punishment for him?
どういうことです桜田先生今年の3年生は例年に比べてドーンと成績が落ちてるじゃありませんかそんなことでは名門聖林学園の評価を下げるばかりか PTA も黙ってはいませんよ
ですから教頭先生それには訳があって言い訳は無用だこのクズこの役立たずが覚悟してきた
Oh my god. What?
ムカつくガテムガテムガテム
どうしたんですか先生。
君に言われた通り藤吉に集金袋を頼んでおいたよそれであのことはシークレットにするって約束だろう調子に乗るな人がおとなしくしてたらいい気になるよってこのファッキュギャルこれ以上お前たちの言うことなんか
We heard that. Yeah.
この写真学校中にばらまかれても
Oh my god.
だからこれは誰いろんな経験をしておくのもティーチャーとして必要なことだと思ってこんなことみんなに知れてどうなっちゃうのかなそれだけはplease見逃してくれこのと
I love that they just have these giant pictures there.
Posters, yeah.
協力してくれますよね学年主任の桜田先生
Oh, Fujiyoshi.
Yeah.
確かにバッグにあっ
It's
た
just freaking out.
そうだ
やっぱエッチビデオでも見るしかねえか。
お願い先生いやー先生探しました
桜田先生、まだ残ってたんすか？
実はですねぜひ鬼塚先生をご案内したいところがありまして
秘密の制服バブ。
若くて息のいい子たちが熱烈サービスの噂で教師たるもの社会勉強の一環としてですね一度は行っておくべきか
Wow.
そりゃ行くしかないっしょ。なんたって社会勉強っすからね。ラララララ。コロンコロン。よし。ピチピチギャルの熱烈サービスってか。いやたまんねえぜ。
Whoa.
なんでこんなもんが俺の
Yeah.
上着に？
何ですかこの112万は
Instantly knows how much it is.
よくわかりましたね。そんな正確な。
Yeah, yeah. How do you know? Yeah.
いいか。あって困るもんじゃねえしな。
Wow.
Oh,
Wow.
We have security cameras. Oh, dang. Calm down, buddy. It's okay.
Yep. Blindfold him?
Oh, jeez. He's being suckered in so much.
No, it's that they're gonna be actual students.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh my god. Wow.
Oh, dang.
Onizuka is so stupid.
Wow, they went all out to make this, like, work. Cause, oh my gosh.
He's sweating bullets.
Yeah.
どこの生徒かね君。
Oh, here it is.
いいね。この子が110万円の落とし物がないかって。
110万円？
盗んだ。
Oh.
He said it was for school.
盗むかよ、バカにすんな。
But it's still too much. It's still too much money.
ほら待ちなさい。おい。
Police aren't necessarily your most helpful people. Like,
Yeah.
they're definitely not your friends. That's for sure.
Oh.
Oh no.
人を騙すというのは、メインのマインドに深く傷ついて。
Is she paying them off with the money?
Maybe.
To get them to do it?
Maybe, yeah. Like, I was assuming she was using the money to make this all happen, but she would still have a lot left, yeah. Wow. This is crazy, y'all. Like, this is bad. Oh, Fujiyoshi!
Oh, is he gonna go to Onizuka for help? That could go very badly.
Well, he won't be able to find him.
Oh, that's right, because it's not like this. Yeah, who knows where this is.
And you're out. Yep. Oh, dang.
Wow.
Oh my god, they destroyed Onizuka. Holy crap.
Yeah.
All right. Well, they just were like, you know, let's destroy Onizuka. And everyone's like, oh, yes, Aizawa, good plan, good plan.
But how?
But how? We crank this baby up to 11.
Yeah.
And specifically 1.1 million yen.
Yeah. Wow.
I just can't believe they would have $100,000 essentially be collected by
$11,000.
Is it 1,000 to 1?
100 to 1. So 1.1 million. So $11,000.
Yes.
Yeah.
$11,000. I just can't believe they would.
Yeah.
You know, they would actually have an individual student who's like 14 or 13 collect that much money.
Well, and the fact, because it wasn't the class representative, because then at least you have someone who you know is like has a reputation for being responsible and stuff.
Yeah.
And if it does go missing, you know who it is. But and then wow. See, what they should really do is anytime they have an issue, they should just go to Urumi Kanzaki and be like, please help me.
Yep.
You're super genius smart. What's going on here?
And then whether or not she cares to help you will be determined by how interesting your situation is.
She may laugh viciously, but she also might be able to help you. You know,
that is true. But
her and Kikuchi together, they can solve pretty much any problem.
Aizawa.
Yeah, that's vicious.
But now we know that there's some reason with the friend and stuff. Okay,
wow. This episode.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
Yep.
So we are back to the school stuff. We are back to Aizawa.
And we are fantastic.
Yep.
And
this is exactly what we wanted. Something back to the, I would say, the established norm of how Onizuka as a show works. And they went all the way. This whole episode was set up for basically the
ultimate takedown.
The ultimate takedown, yeah.
But the thing is, what I'm wondering is do they have like people like photographing what's going on, or like I thought at first they were gonna. Well, no. Oh, that's right. Aizawa didn't set that up with the money because they gave the money to Onizuka. So
he was paying them.
Well, okay.
That makes it even worse because then it shows that they have proof. All those girls were like, "Oh yeah, he paid us.
Right.
He paid us with that money."
Yeah.
And there you go.
Of course. Yeah.
And you don't want to take pictures. No, you don't need to take pictures of anything. You just
Sure.
do an investigation.
Yeah, word of mouth. That many witnesses, right?
Yep.
They can leave out the fact that Aizawa brought them all there, and as long as Mr. Forget his name, but
Sakurada.
Mr. Unbelievable.
Yeah. Yes. I think it's Sakurada.
I think Sakurada. That's right. But as long as he keeps quiet and goes along with everything, then yeah.
This is bad.
Mm-hmm.
This is really bad.
Yep.
And the worst thing about this is that it's not that the situation with Onizuka is bad. It's that Fujiyoshi is just freaking out, having an existential crisis, thinking he screwed up everything. And this is the thing that also I think is really good. They're bringing in a student that wasn't developed character-wise at this point, and giving him some emotional context for his character that we didn't have. Like, here's something that I don't think I fully understood. I don't know exactly what his mother is doing, but it's almost like she's stamping bottle caps or something,
or buttons or something like that.
Something, and it's basically the equivalent of each one of these is like 2 pennies,
right?
And if I do, an unlimited number of these, that'll help our bottom end as far as a family.
Right.
They have a large amount of kids.
Yep.
I don't know if they're going to go for the angle of, single mom, but I'm getting that vibe. The fact that they're struggling financially, they have a lot of kids, and she's doing that. Yeah, that's rough. Like, it makes me feel for the guy, but also it makes me feel for the guy even more because now he's seeing like, wait, what? Like, I screwed this up.
Yep.
And now here's the thing that's good I like about this is it sets up the way that Onizuka can be saved out of this. Is it's not going to be Sakurada. It's going to be Fujiyoshi.
Sure.
Because the thing is that he being kind of one of the delinquent boys with Kunio.
Right. And one of the less bright.
Yes. Could easily be manipulated by Aizawa.
Yes.
But they've distanced themselves from him to make sure that he kind of just causes a little bit of chaos, and if anything brings the police maybe to the school, which he did. Because the thing was he said he has the money,
and he said school.
What school do I go to?
Right.
Now, if they follow up on this, they'll come to the school being like, we heard about a
potential thief
over $1 million yen that was stolen and stuff.
Yeah.
And then Fujiyoshi will be like, no, you don't understand. I lost it. Onizuka wasn't near any of the places that I was at. Like, I had it at these places, and it's not going to be enough evidence to say that he's innocent, but it's going to be something where I think he's going to rope the rest of his friends, or Kanzaki, everyone else
Kikuchi, everybody, Kunio,
into helping him and them basically solve this whole thing and prove Onizuka's innocence.
Right, because so far they haven't actually made any accusations against Onizuka. They have plenty of ammunition to do so.
Plenty.
But they have not actually done that yet. So
that's coming tomorrow, basically.
Right. The next episode. But wow.
Yeah, I mean they got him where he's weak.
Yes.
They had another character that they developed his weakness, basically. His problem is that he's not performing well as a teacher,
right?
And he's bearing the worry of being on his last legs with the job as a whole.
Yeah, and
so he's
prone to being scared.
Well, right, but if he gets one more reason to be fired or whatever, they will fire him.
Right.
So this thing that Aizawa is leveling against him to blackmail him is something that probably unusual would be like, whatever, back off or something.
And we don't know what it's like in Japan at the time when this was made. Who knows? And this is a very prestigious school, so maybe. Yeah,
I'm sure that at the very least he would probably still get fired, but I don't think it would ruin his career potentially. I think, if anything, right now he's facing a thing where if he leaves this place, if he has to leave, he won't leave with a good letter of recommendation. Like, he won't leave with positive, you know, references.
And there's a big difference between not having the job as the head teacher of the third years versus being completely fired. Like, he's not at the school anymore.
Yeah. So blackmail being brought back as the thing, I think makes a lot of sense. I love how terrifying they're making Aizawa and her friends, because I'll just say, it doesn't really matter how old you are. There are some vicious manipulators out there that can do all kinds of things. So best way to beat them is to don't play into their games. Just ignore them and move on. They'll get bored and usually try to manipulate someone else unless they're really vindictive against you. So
but usually, oftentimes, in order to actually follow through on the manipulation, like if you don't play, well, they either need you to comply or they kind of out themselves when they do it.
Yeah, that's true.
So
only way to win is not to play. But they brought up something interesting with Arumi Kanzaki and Aizawa. Let's talk about that.
They did. So there was another friend. There was another girl that had, you know, an issue. Now, it was when Arumi Kanzaki was not there.
Right.
And
it was in the previous year.
Right. And we still don't know what Aizawa's issue was. And the fact that Arumi Kanzaki wasn't there and her issue seems to be of a different nature, because it was about the teacher that basically just was mean to her specifically, right?
Well, they're doing this for the sake of a friend that's no longer at the school. That's Aizawa's reason.
Right.
So we do know her reason. Yeah.
Okay, sure. Yeah, there we go.
She's saying, like, you have forgotten the crusade. Like, we are having a crusade against teachers, and does our friend from 2-4 mean anything to you? And she's like, I wasn't there at that point. Yeah. And if anything, maybe Arumi Kanzaki was someone that they had that similar crusade on, so they just bonded over that naturally.
Right, exactly. Even if
there was no similarities in their
the galvanizing impetus for it was different.
Right.
Yeah.
So that means, on some level, they're going to humanize Aizawa.
Oh yeah. They in some ways they already are, because they showed while she was more vicious this episode than usual.
Yeah.
They basically said that there was a reason for it, and that it wasn't a self-centered reason.
Yes.
Which is huge.
That's very huge.
It is way easier for people to be vicious and nasty and tear others to shreds when it's on behalf of someone else that they feel has been hurt.
Yes.
Yeah.
So we're going to be getting that development soon. We're going to be learning about what happened in the past at 2-4.
Yep.
I love how Kanzaki just destroyed Aizawa's argument and everything.
Yep.
Just like, oh, little princess can't do anything by herself. Oh no. And that was just like, oh, Aizawa's pissed now.
And she was specifically pissed about Princess. So maybe there's something also with her family there or something.
Yeah, well, I mean, wasn't she someone that had, like, it's because of the business?
I can't remember, because there have been a lot of girls that have had issues before, and a lot of them have had
similar
wealthy or like well-to-do parents. And given that they're at this school, they probably all do to some extent. Like, other than maybe Kanzaki, because of the reasons that she got in.
That is true. A lot of the problem girls specifically have had powerful families, like Madame Toe Liquor.
Right. Exactly.
Foot Liquor.
Yep. So yeah, this will be interesting. And now, do you think this is going to be a 2-episode arc or a 3-episode arc?
Multi, not 2, more than 2.
Okay, yeah, I hope so, because I mean, they didn't actually establish the problem being brought to bear against Onizuka.
Yep.
So
yeah. This is going to be very similar, I think, to the Yoshikawa thing.
But, hey, I mean, that would be awesome.
But something that really hits, like, Onizuka,
right?
Like, specifically.
But yeah, what's the name of the boy again? Fujiyoshi.
Fujiyoshi.
Yeah.
I just laugh every time I hear his name. I'm like, look, it's the Fujiyoshi.
Yeah. And I know it's spelled a little bit differently.
I know, but whatever.
Yeah. Who cares?
Yeah.
But he's the one that I really feel for, like, because
I know,
and I'm not sure how much he's just an accessory, and if it's just like, he's a civilian casualty or whatever, which could unite the students against Aizawa, which would be bad for her, or if he's going to basically be put through the ringer even more. And I don't want to see that. I mean, it'll
Probably
all
a
work out
little
in the
bit.
end, but
I think he'll be put through the ringer a little bit more.
yeah. And will that be intentional, or will that just be,
side effect,
additional side effects based on what's already happened?
Collateral damage from Aizawa's warpath.
Yep.
She went straight to DEFCON 1 this episode. So,
Yep.
y'all, this is a crazy, crazy beginning bit here.
And I'm so excited to see
I'm
what happens.
so excited,
This
too.
is going to be good. Like, it already is good with this episode, but, like, it's going to get gooder and gooder.
Yeah, I liked the talk between Kikuchi and Rumi Kanzaki about how she's changed and she enjoys school so much. Something
that was awesome.
It's the first time where she has had so much fun and happiness being at school, and that's not going to change as long as Onizuka is here. That right there is set up, I believe, for their motivations to make sure that Onizuka stays at this school.
And conversations like that, like I in general just wish we got more from the students that was individual to those students, that felt like them as individual people,
right?
In the episodes that we've had up till this point. But the fact that they didn't, the fact that they're bringing it back up with a conversation like that is very important, because then it's kind of not retcon adding context to the other stuff, but basically saying, hey, even though Arumi wasn't a focus in those previous episodes, she was still there, and she was going with them on every crazy adventure, right?
Yep.
And that does show that she has changed.
Absolutely.
And now we're going to bring a focus to that.
Yep.
So that was really good.
Yeah. So yeah, guys. Yeah. Thank you so much for watching this reaction discussion. This has been a fantastic start to it. New story arc. Oh my god, really intense.
Oh boy.
So y'all, if you want to see the next episode's reaction right now, go check out the link in the description below for our Patreon. You can get on early access there. You can watch full-length reactions there, and all this comes with Discord access, so you can chat with us about stories or just hang out in general and just talk about whatever.
Yeah.
And Jacob's going to promote something real quick.
Indeed. So my sci-fi novel Battle Lines is still available for pre-order. Make sure you pre-order it, because you get a high-def download of the art that we reach in the stretch goal. So, that's not something that you'll get if you just buy it when it's all out. But link to the Kickstarter is in a pinned comment down below, so check it out.
Yeah, so if any of that interests you, we'll see you there. But until then, we're Semblance of Sanity. I'm Caleb.
I'm Jacob.
And we'll see you all next time.